So due to a electric dipole, if you wish to find out potential at any random point, okay, so this point is P in this case. The dipole is here at A and B, minus Q and plus Q. Is it clear? Now the distance between the two charges is given as small d. So what will be the dipole moment? It will be given by Q into D. Is it clear? Okay. So you have this dipole, okay, and the potential of that dipole will be P equal to QD. Okay. Now at this point P, the angle that it makes with the center of the dipole. Okay, so if you draw a position vector of P with respect to O, that has a magnitude of R and it makes an angle of theta here. Is it clear? Now these representation of r and theta is also known as polar coordinates. Okay, we have Cartesian coordinates in which we specify x, y, and z. In the case of polar coordinates, we specify the magnitude. Okay, this is just for your knowledge purpose. We'll not be doing any problem based on polar coordinates, but just for your knowledge, I'm telling you, polar coordinates means you will have three things specified for a vector. So let's say there is a vector A. The magnitude of the vector is r. The angle that it makes with the x-axis is alpha, and the angle that it makes with the y-axis is beta. Okay. Now, if you know the magnitude and you know the angle that it makes with x-axis and y-axis, you know gamma, because you must have studied in your grade 11 that the square of the direction cosines, the sum of the square of the direction cosines is equal to 1. Cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. So if you know alpha and beta, you know gamma. Okay. So this is the complete description of a vector. Okay, these are known as polar coordinates. Now, in this case, we are going to use the concept of polar coordinates very slightly. Okay, and we have to arrive at this expression of potential at point P, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta by r square. Now you have two charges which will have these are 2 point charges, and they will have their potential at point P, and we need to just sum them up. उसको हमको सिंपली ऐड कर देना है. तो यहाँ P पॉइंट पे जो पोटेंशियल होगा वो क्या क्या होगा? It will be the sum of potential due to minus Q and plus Q. Is it clear? तो माइनस Q का जो डिस्टेंस है वो कितना है? AP है. You can see that. What is this distance? AP. Okay. और प्लस Q का कितना डिस्टेंस है? BP है. तो हमने उसको सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दिया, माइनस KQ बाई EP plus KQ by BP. Now there is an assumption that is given to you that R is much greater than D. That means the distance between the two charges of the dipole, it is so insignificant in comparison to the distance that the dipole makes with the point P. Is it clear? So let me try to make you appreciate this point. Let us say you are observing 2 points from a far away distance. These 2 points are being observed from the same faraway point. Now you can see that these 2 points, if you magnify it 1,000 times, then you will find some separation d. But with respect to the point P, this r is much greater than d. In fact, this distance r is at least 1,000 times more than small d. So for that kind of situation, we are trying to find out the potential. Is that clear? So with that assumption, you are given A, B points with minus q and plus q charge. Now, if you drop perpendicular on the line OP from points B and A, so B dash is the perpendicular drop. B dash is a perpendicular drop from B on OP line. And if you extend this line OP, then the perpendicular drop from A is A dash. Is it clear? So now look at this smaller triangle, that is BOB dash. इस ट्राइंगल में ये जो डिस्टेंस है, सॉरी, इसमें जो ये डिस्टेंस है, ये डिस्टेंस और ये डिस्टेंस है, इनके बीच में हमको रिलेशनशिप निकालना है. ठीक है ना? तो OB जो डिस्टेंस है, दैट डिस्टेंस इज हाउ मच? D/2. यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक का डिस्टेंस कितना होगा? D/2. तो व्हाट इज दिस डिस्टेंस? D/2 cos थीटा. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे अगर मैं डिस्टेंस निकालूंगा, because this distance is again D/2 for this triangle, okay, this will be also D/2 cos theta. Is it clear? Okay, now let us again zoom in. Zoom out. So if these points A and A dash are observed from P, okay, so this distance from P to A will be almost equal to the distance from P to A dash. Is that clear? Because this is right angle. You have dropped the perpendicular on it. And this R is much less than D. Is that clear? So this A and O, they are very close by. एकदम पास में है points. तो ये distance almost same आएगा. Is that clear? Similarly, अगर मैं ये distance calculate करूँ, P से लेके B dash तक का and P से लेके B तक का, ये भी equal आएगा. ये इसके बराबर होगा. ठीक है? Again visualize B, B dash, they are very close by and point P is far off. अगर B, B dash बरोड़ा है तो P आपका पूना है. Is that clear? So with that assumption in mind, okay, now we will substitute the values of AP as A dash P and BP as B dash P. Is that clear? तो अब B dash P and A dash P की वैल्यू अगर आप सब्सिट्यूट करेंगे तो B dash P की वैल्यू आएगी R minus L/2 cos theta and A dash P की वैल्यू आएगी R plus L/2 cos theta. If you remember, R is what distance? R is the distance of point P to the point O. ये distance R है तुम्हारा. Is that clear? तो इसके अंदर ये डिस्टेंस हमने सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया, इसमें डिस्टेंस ऐड कर दिया, ये वैल्यूज हमने वहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट की हुई है. Okay, so when you substitute the values and solve for it, you will get this as kq L cos theta upon r square minus L by 2 cos theta ka whole square. Now you can make use of that assumption that r is much greater than d. Therefore, r square will be much greater than d by 2 cos theta. So this term becomes, if this itself is insignificant, then this will be highly insignificant. So what we can do is from the denominator we'll get rid of this second term. आ गया सबको समझ में? So finally what you will get is QL is your QL. This Q and this L, it becomes dipole moment P. So your expression becomes 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta by r square. This is a general expression for any arbitrary point at a distance r at an angle theta with the center of the dipole along the x-axis. And with the assumption that r is much less than this. You have to keep in mind, this is not a general expression. This is for a special case of which is r is much greater than b. Now you can take this derivation. देखिए अभी हमने डायपोल मोमेंट कैसे की हेल्प से हम लोग कैसे पोटेंशियल कैलकुलेट करते हैं वो भी हमने देखा एट पॉइंट पी. नाउ यूजिंग दैट एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ पोटेंशियल विच इज क्या आया था पोटेंशियल, v इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट p cos theta upon r square. Is it clear? ठीक है ना, p cos theta upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square. ये आया था अभी हमारा एक्सप्रेशन पोटेंशियल का. Now if I change r or theta, how does electric field vary or how does the potential vary? That will be known if you take the partial differentiation in two mutually perpendicular directions. So if you wish to find out potential at point P, or sorry, electric field at point P, then what I will do is that I'll take one direction as along the axis, along the radially outward direction. तो ये एक डायरेक्शन लिया है मैंने ई आर का, और एक डायरेक्शन मैंने लिया है इससे नॉर्मल, उसको मैं बोल रहा हूँ ई थीटा. Now why they are being called as e theta and not ex and ey? Er represents if you move across a line where you do not change the angle theta. Without changing angle theta, if you move in the same direction, just increasing the dr. Earlier it was r, now it is r plus dr. Okay, then this will be known as radial direction. तो इसमें क्या होगा आपका dr की केस में this angle will be constant. Now in the case of e theta, what you are doing is you are keeping your r as constant. R constant है, but you are changing the angle d theta slightly. बहुत छोटा सा एलिमेंटल चेंज किया आपने एंगल थीटा से थीटा प्लस डी थीटा पे मूव किया. योर आर इज सेम. So this rd theta is your displacement in the what? Tangential direction. So e theta represents tangential direction, er represents radial direction. Both are mutually perpendicular. Okay. Now if I differentiate this term dou v by dou r with a negative sign, what will I get? Electric field er. Okay. If I differentiate partially with rd theta, What is r d theta? Displacement in the tangential direction. I will get e theta. Is this clear? The negative of potential gradient gives you the component of electric field in that direction. Okay, this we have already studied. Now you know the expression of V. You just need to find out what the differentiation will be. Okay, now you can take this down. E cos theta by r square. तो अगर मैं इसको पार्शियली डिफरेंशिएट करूंगा with respect to r, that means theta is constant but r is variable. तो मुझे क्या dr er मिलेगा? ये सर नो, तो इसमें मैंने क्या किया, थीटा कांस्टेंट माना है. पार्शियल का मतलब यही होता है ना. तो 1/4πε0 कांस्टेंट है, p कांस्टेंट है, cos थीटा कांस्टेंट है, वेरिएबल क्या है, r स्क्वायर इज वेरिएबल. ओके, तो जब तुम इसको डिफरेंशिएट करोगे तो तुम्हारा p cos थीटा तो बाहर आ जाएगा, और माइनस ऑफ 1/r स्क्वायर का डिफरेंशिएशन विल बी 2/r3. ये बात समझ में आ रही है? दिस टर्म is coming because of the partial differentiation of 2/2r of minus of 1/r². इससे मुझे मिल रहा है 2/r³. ये बात समझ में आ गई सबको? ये जो फंक्शन है ये वाला, एंड देयर इज अ नेगेटिव साइन आउटसाइड, इसको हम लोगों ने 2/r³ लिख दिया है. जो सेकंड टर्म है उसके अंदर क्या है, आपने थीटा के रेस्पेक्ट में डिफरेंशिएट किया, आर डी थीटा के रेस्पेक्ट में, क्योंकि उसका जो डायरेक्शन है परपेंडिकुलर डायरेक्शन में, वो जो डिस्प्लेसमेंट है दैट इज आर डी थीटा. अब इसमें आर तो कांस्टेंट है, ठीक है ना, और पी भी कांस्टेंट है, आर स्क्वायर भी कांस्टेंट है, ये तो बाहर आ जाएगा. आपको सिर्फ कॉस थीटा को डिफरेंशिएट करना है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू थीटा. तो कॉस थीटा का डिफरेंशिएशन क्या होता है, माइनस साइन थीटा. वो माइनस माइनस कैंसिल हो जाएगा, यू विल गेट दिस एज द आंसर. So this is in the radial direction 2p cos theta, and p sin theta is in the tangential direction. Is it clear? अब आपको इसका नेट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड निकालना है वहां पे. तो आप क्या करोगे, पाइथागोरस थ्योरम लगा दोगे, ई आर का स्क्वायर प्लस ई थीटा का स्क्वायर, यू विल गेट ई. और अब तुमको एंगल निकालना है कि वो एंगल कितना बना रहा है उस पोजीशन वेक्टर के साथ. तो उसके लिए हम लोग ये फॉर्मूला यूज कर लेंगे, परपेंडिकुलर कंपोनेंट अपॉन रेडियल कंपोनेंट. यू विल गेट दिस एज द रिजल्ट. ठीक है ना. ये एंगल कैसे लिया हमने अल्फा, वो एक बार आप डायग्राम में फिर से देख लीजिए. दिस इज एंगल अल्फा. तो ये जो कंपोनेंट है
हरे बोलते कल नहीं पड़ा. ये अपनी ये चैनल पे आ गई।
ये जो कंपोनेंट है ये तुम्हारा ई थीटा है, और ये वाला जो कंपोनेंट है वो ई आर है, उससे तुम्हारा एंगल अल्फा निकल जाएगा। समझ में आ गया सबको?